We are here all together. We are here.
Good day, colleagues. Thank you for coming. In this planning, we need to prepare 4 activities that we are going to do them with the parents. This is for all these 4 schools: Zembeni, Matashana, Shokweni, and Amanawe. We've been given, starting from grade 2 up to grade 6, we need to check with our CAPS document what topics that are covered in term 1.
In term 1, basically, we have whole numbers, number sentences, whole numbers, addition and subtraction, numeric patterns, whole numbers where we have multiplication and division, time, data handling, properties of 2D shapes, and lastly we have whole numbers, multiplication and division.
Remember, all these activities that we are suggesting, we are going to do them now to see whether we are able to do it here. We need to know what material is needed.
Each player has a pencil and a paper. They draw 4 blank lines on a piece of paper to represent each of the values up to the 1,000 place. So we have player 1 and player 2. Each player has a pencil and a paper. They draw 4 blank lines on a piece of paper. So there is player 1, there is player 2.
We must remember, colleagues, that we said we are going to convert this game into 3 digits. We need to take out pictures as well as text. You must pick the number, the bigger number that you have picked should go to the hundreds instead of units, because you will lose. So the game begins. The game begins. Did you put your 6? This is H. This is you.
That's fun.
No, we are going to end. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then we move to the next. Yes. No, the second 10. Pick. Do we think we can take this one? Yes.
It's interesting.
It's interesting. Yes. Right. Then let's go to the second one. Now we are moving on to game total 3 that we agreed upon, which is on page 45.
We will need a scrap paper, a pencil, and 2 dice.
Okay.
For each group.
For
2 dice.
Yes, for each group. So you will.
Of how many people? 2.
Yes, 2 or more. It can be a group. So you will take 10 to roll dice. Do the following calculation each time you roll. Add the 2 numbers shown on the dice like this. Yeah, I'm rolling a dice and there is 2 and a 5. So I am going to add these 2 first, and then I'm going to get a 7. And I'm going to find the difference between the 2 numbers. So I'm going to say 5 minus 2 and get the answer and multiply the 2 numbers. So I'm going to say 2 multiplied by 5 and get the number. Once I'm done, I'm going to add the answers that I got from adding, subtraction, and multiplication. if I'm playing with Miss Malloy and I'm getting from those answers, I'm getting a 45 and she plays 90, she is the winner.
The winner.
Yes. So we need to decide how many rounds are we going to do. Let us take 5.
Or on Friday.
Yes, let us do 5 rounds.
Now, because there are 3 operations.
3 rounds.
Okay, colleagues, this game is going to make us to be able to use 3 operations.
Yes.
The addition, subtraction, and multiplication. So that is part of our CAPS document, term 1, content area number 1. So let the game begin. Okay, then 8, 7, Three operations in each set of dice. Let's move to the 3rd game, which is flip out. Who is going to lead us in flip out?
Each group is given a pack of cards. We need a pack of cards.
Okay, we still have them.
Okay. When we have a pack of cards, a player shuffles the pack and lays the card face down on the table or desk. When the card one person in the group shouts, "Go!" The pack face. Players each take turns to flip over 10 cards, 1 card at a time. While mentally adding each number they turn over. They keep a running total of their sum as they go and then write down their totals. The rest of the group should check their calculation. Remove the 10 cards that have been used before continuing with the next player. When all the cards have been turned over, a player shuffles the pack and lays the card out again for another round. Each player should have at least 2 turns to flip the card and add their values.
Is it possible for a grade 4 learner to add mentally 10 numbers?
No.
Okay. How many cards do we think we need to flip? Maybe each player needs to flip out?
Or at least you can take out
From 9 to 7.
Even 1 plus 1 is.
It's difficult for them to bawuthole.
Bafunda, but they're still learning. Are they not still learning?
I'm saying it's still early for them ukuthi lezi
Still
numbers
early. Yeah.
ezinkulu.
So what are you going to do then? We keep cards 1 to 5.
Yes, that's better.
What we're trying to do is to get them out of the comfort zone.
Okay.
But while they play.
Yeah.
So I think let's not take out any cards.
Yes.
Also go back to 10 cards that we are running already.
We know we have to pick 5.
Only 5.
Okay.
But I mustn't be restricted
Once-
that I must pick in this row.
Oh,
I must be able
okay.
to pick in that row or in that row.
Okay, once those cards are picked, then they are not going to be used in the next round. Then we fill in
Yes, we fill in,
okay, all right. Okay, colleagues, then let us start. How many cards did you face down?
More than
It
enough.
doesn't matter. Okay, let's start. But we must know that we are concentrating only in 5 cards. That is what we're going to add. Once we've picked up those cards, then we add in that cards that are facing down, and then we take the second round. Okay. Okay. Okay, colleagues. 8. Okay, take the second one. 13.
Then continue.
Until you pick up 5.
How many have you picked?
33. And then okay, colleagues, once you have 5 cards, then you have already given the total. And then it has to be checked by the others because it might happen that you did not add correctly. It has to be verified. Once the cards, you have 5 cards, then it has to be verified. Now, excuse me, colleagues, in the workshop, how are we going to play it? Are we going to play it in groups or are we going to play it as partners? Is it pairs? Is okay?
The child and the parent in between.
Okay.
So maybe the parent will assist them when 2 children are playing. I think that's how
the parent will verify if what they've added is correct.
They're correct. Simply we're doing the mental, yes.
Okay. What if the parent also is not good in mental?
We will be there to help them to verify.
At least we will check all the games. Yes. And then with matchstick, I think it's 2D something. 2D and 2D is in term 1. Okay. Yes. 2D shapes. Page 34, let's check. Yes.
You need small matchsticks or toothpicks for each pair of group working together.
Okay, here are the match toothpicks. We have instructions.
Instructions. Build the puzzle below on the blackboard. Use longer toothpicks if possible, instead of matchsticks, and plastic to stick them on the board for demonstration purposes.
For now, let us do it on a white paper. Or use the blank ones.
Picks. Instruct the participant to first build the puzzle they see on the handout and then solve the puzzle.
Okay, so we need to make a photocopy so that they see the matchstick puzzle. Okay, which one are we taking now?
5 squares.
5 squares. Okay, let us make the 5 squares.
So better.
So there, let us just put it for now. Akube flat. Yes.
Do your own.
Do my own. Do my own.
Exactly. Okay. 3 squares.
3 squares, ne?
3. Okay, we did it. We did it.
They must just 3 squares by removing only 3. I've got 3, there are 3 squares.
Okay, so you did it your way.
What about 1, 3?
Oh, I know more.
Yes.
One more.
Doesn't say they must be enjoying. It doesn't say they must be
It's this way. Okay, colleagues. The instruction. didn't say that they must be attached to each other.
Yes. Just
It's
three
just
squares.
3 squares. It didn't say it must be attached to each other, so they are correct.
And I can
The
still argue that they
thing
are
is,
attached by
as long as the learner or the parent has done it, it doesn't matter how. Yes. That is what I've learned with the count. As long as you come up with the correct answer, it doesn't matter how did you
Come out
arrive
with them.
So then colleagues. I think we are okay.
I just want us to maybe confirm. Could you please count the number of, the toothpicks that you have on your squares? Then I will count mine, so to see maybe if there is a relationship.
If we remove 3, it's
12, okay.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So it doesn't matter as long as that is okay, colleagues, thank you so much.
I just want to ask that on that workshop there will be parents. So in the parents meeting usually we used to speak isiZulu just to accommodate parents. But now in this case we are talking about teaching and learning where the LOLT is English. Now which language are we going to use then? Maybe if we could get that one, it could be maybe simple for all of us here. Thank you.
I think colleagues is not, I'm not the only one who has to answer. I think it has to come from this house. But at the end of the day, also, parents should understand. We need to keep that in mind. As much as we will be using LOLs, but we need to code switch to isiZulu. You can explain it in English, then explain it in isiZulu to accommodate parents. We are